show up differently somewhere. Pick one area of your life that you know that you need to tidy up, and if you did something differently, you'd feel good about yourself. And so you deserve more, but it's not coming. And so what's that all about? Well, the reality is you're not valuing yourself to lift the bar and to show up. You're not valuing yourself because maybe you've been told that you're not good enough. Maybe you've taken on that message, whether it be all the way back to childhood, all the way through to this point. But you have so much more inside you. You have so much more capability. But we spend all of our time complaining mentally about the negative without actually thinking, where can I do some small thing in my own personal world that lifts the bar, that sets a better example, both for myself, for my kids, for my partner, for my employees, for my workmates, where I can lift the bar a little bit and just be really proud of myself. This is where doing your values early on in the coaching process with myself is super valuable, because when we see those values, we can then live to them. Now, when you live to your values and you actually build those qualities inside yourself via your actions, via your beliefs, via the things that you say to yourself, via different types of techniques, when you live to your own values, your self-esteem goes up. Now, when your self-esteem goes up, your vibration's different, you show up differently, and you do show up at a higher level. And so it's about finding small things to improve in your life. So here's the question for you. What's a small thing you can show up differently with? It could be your fitness. Like, really respect yourself and your body by showing up to be fitter, or to eat the salad instead of the chocolate brownie like I had the other night. I was thinking, I could show up differently here. So I'm always coaching myself with this stuff. There's always another level. Or it could be all the way through to your, running a team of 20, 50, 100 people. Great. But you could start with something small that you can do. So there's a question for you. Where's something small you can do to show up differently? Very small. Have a think about that in your own world. Something which you would really value. This is why if you do your values work with me, or just do any kind of values work, where you understand, for me, if I get growth, mate, I am excited. If I have respect, I'm fired up. If I get connection, you give me all three and I am lit up like a Christmas tree. I'll give up all sorts of stuff with those three things. So knowing that in yourself, where's something that you could show up and really think, hey, I showed up today. I showed up differently. In that little thing that I used to do wrong all the time, now I've made an effort and I've started to behave differently. If you think about the neurological levels of change, we go environment, where am I actually showing up? Your habits, what's the thing that I needed to shift? You've got your capabilities, is it something I could learn? Then you've got your beliefs. Is there some belief that I need to tweak here because it's actually not serving me? Is there a value that we could lift up the hierarchy? And there's techniques in coaching for that. And it shifts something inside you. It could be a quality in your self-concept model, which we can play with. And we can build and realize and upset perhaps the negative self-talk, all the way up to identity. Who are you? Who am I? Who am I showing up as? It's an amazing little process. I also recently did a little bit of work with listening to Neville Goddard's studies and works with the awareness book that he has. And one of the things was just knowing that I am. Just I exist, here I am. Letting go of all of the identities and just being. Wow, it was really powerful. So there you go. Where could you show up at a higher level? Some small thing in your life. It might be going for a jog today. It might be eating a salad, not the chocolate brownie like I did the other day. It might be something else. It could be something as simple as doing your taxes, which you've been avoiding. It could be watching your finances more closely. It could be paying a bill that you've been avoiding. It could be going out and generating some money somehow, It could be being productive. It could be scrolling on social media. I know I can do that if I'm not careful. Scrolling on social media can absolutely chew up hours of the day if you're not watching. Or is it getting focused on something so that the scroll doesn't happen? Oh, there's a good one. And that could be setting up the environment. That could be the behaviors. It could be your capabilities. Like finding something inside that to know what's the most valuable thing I can do to do the work. That's my little tip for today is show up differently somewhere. Pick one area of your life that you know that you need to tidy up. And if you did something differently, you'd feel good about yourself. Think about that. Shift that thing to a slightly higher level, and it starts an upward feed-forward loop spiral. This is Matt Tait from Forking Road Coaching, your channel for transformation, and I'll see you on the next video. As always, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to see you in the next video so that you get my videos on a regular basis. Hit the sub button and the bell, and you'll see my videos pop up when I send them through. See you next time. Fork in the Road, Matt Tait.